What's up guys, welcome back, and yes, you are seeing things correctly. My video on the Deputy or Master Key Underbarrel Shotgun attachment is finally here. And what I wanted to do with this particular video was to just kind of go over the basic attachment overall, how it fares, can you actually main it as a primary, and just some basic stats for it. And there is one super secret awesome thing that this attachment does that many people may not know about, so be sure to stick around to find out what that is later in the video. And if you are curious why I call it the Master Key attachment, that's what it's been called in previous Call of Duties, so the name just kind of stuck with me, so bear with me guys. In case you didn't know, all of the assault rifles in Modern Warfare have an underbarrel attachment that functions as a backup shotgun. It works the same way you pull out a grenade launcher by pressing left on the D-pad. Now, the Deputy usually gives you 6 shots to use. That's the really big problem about this attachment, is that it doesn't give you much ammo to use overall. You can run the fully loaded perk, which will give you 8 shots instead of just 6, and you can run the ammo box, which will replenish your ammo. But one thing I noticed is that it never lets you actually reload. Like, you can't get any more ammo in your inventory besides 6 or 8, and once you're out, you need that ammo box to replenish your ammo. Even then, there is no reload animation, so the ammo just kind of appears, which is kind of strange. The Deputy actually got a nice buff recently, which made it actually pretty viable as a backup weapon to use. If you remember what it was like prior to the buff, it was pretty much useless. I mean, it was almost always at least a 2-shot kill, at least, and it just didn't work well at all. But with this buff, it actually works pretty well. The base 1-shot kill range you can get with this attachment was about 10 meters. This is if every pellet hits, and if you are aiming down sights. Now, aiming down sights does tighten your pellet spread slightly, as with the other shotguns, but not as much as the traditional shotguns in this game. It definitely helps from what I've noticed in game though. Now, 10 meters is actually pretty strong, and it's not to be underestimated, and it's similar to the pre-nerf Snake Shot 357. It shoots 8 pellets up from the older count it used to shoot, and if you are curious, all shotguns in this game also shoot 8 pellets. With this attachment, you have a sprint out time of about 18 frames, and that is really piss poor, and it's gonna get you killed if you're running around with it equipped. So I caution you to kind of walk around if you're going to use this. Now, if you're curious, no attachments will help with any of the attributes of the Deputy. What I mean is that you can't equip a 5mm laser on your assault rifle and expect a faster sprint out time with the Deputy equipped. Same with the aim down sights time, same with the pellet spread, and stopping power also does not work with this attachment. It's just basic and bare bones. It's an underbarrel shotgun, no nonsense, no bells and whistles, just point and shoot. Now, with all that being out of the way, can you actually main this thing as a primary gun or attachment? No, if that wasn't obvious enough. Once you're out of ammo, you're pretty much out. You have enough ammo for a few kills, and then you need to have your ammo box ready, or just die so you can replenish your ammo. As a primary, hell no. As a secondary or a backup, yeah, it's actually pretty awesome, and that's exactly what it's intended to be, as a backup in tight situations, so no surprise there. And I know a lot of us COD players love to run wacky, unorthodox setups, so I thought I'd see if you could actually main it, and while you can get a kill or 2 or maybe 3, it's just not going to be useful for it being a main primary weapon, so don't expect to be going crazy with this thing, but it is fun. Now, are you ready for the super secret awesome part about this attachment? What makes it worth running and gunning with, despite dying often and going negative trying to use this attachment alone? I'll let this clip speak for itself. Yep, you can make bodies fly with this attachment for whatever reason. This attachment functions under its own laws of physics and gravity and will send people flying. This aspect alone makes me want to run this attachment all the time. It's just freaking hilarious rounding a corner and clotheslining someone with a shotgun blast and watching their body ragdoll like 5 feet away. I don't know why it happens, it just does, so it's best not to question it and just accept it and enjoy it. And guys, that is just about gonna cover it for this particular video. I know it was a lot shorter than usual, but this wasn't really a traditional ultimate weapon guide. It's a little bit more quirky and a little bit more different just because there's not a whole lot to go over with this attachment. It's pretty basic and bare bones, and really the thing I want you to take away from this is that A, it's useful, and B, you can send bodies flying, so you need to try it because that's just hilarious in its own right. And with all that being said and out of the way, I wanted to wish you guys a happy rest of your day/night, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!